In his hit single from 2017, Charlie Puth raised a question that seems spookingly relevant now. He said, "How long has this been going on?"
Good question, Charlie. Whoa, my voice sounds different.
Anyway,
Ever since we've been quarantined, I've lost track of time. What day of the week is it? Is it the weekend? Doesn't really matter. Every day pretty much feels like a Sunday now.
To answer Charlie's question, it's been 28 days since the lockdown announcement. 28 long days. 28 really long days.
Yeah, bro, I think we got it. Hi, everyone, and welcome to 2020 Vision. I'm Dahir.
And I'm Kunal.
In case you're wondering what this podcast is about, let me tell you, we have no clue ourselves. Just kidding, we'll figure something out as soon as we're done recording this, I think.
So basically, we named it 2020 Vision because we are two 20-year-olds talking about the world through our eyes. But honestly, we're just two friends who can't stop talking. We're doing this for fun. Join us as we navigate through life, and who knows, you might just relate to what we are going through. Moving on, let's talk about how we got here and end up recording a podcast.
I still can't get over how different my voice sounds when it's recorded. Do I always sound like this? I really need to know, guys. DM me. Yeah, so I've never really been into podcasts, that kind of stuff. Maybe one or two funny football ones here or there, but that's about it. And last week, when you asked me what I thought about starting a podcast, I was a bit skeptical at first. But then you made a really compelling argument for it. You said, "What else do you have to do?" And I was sold.
It's true though. I've been listening to quite a few podcasts recently, like BBC's podcast with Peter Crouch and The Internet Said So. And quite honestly, what do we even have to do? That goes to all you guys listening in as well. Might as well listen to 2020 Vision between your second and third nap of the day.
Did you hear that, guys? That's the sound of a PR person.
So, as we sat and brainstormed about topics for this episode, we came up with a few decent contenders. But we knew we just couldn't leave out the lockdown.
To recap, on the 24th of March, PM Modi announced that there would be a 21-day nationwide lockdown starting midnight. The police were deployed on the streets. People would only be allowed to leave their homes in order to make essential purchases. And we've all seen videos of what happened to the people who went out for not so essential reasons.
Following those 21 days, we have entered into another 2.5 weeks of lockdown till May 3rd. Our numbers have been lower than most countries so far, touch wood. But we need to be careful and responsible by staying at home to keep it that way. A big thank you to all the officers, volunteers, and staff who are tirelessly doing their jobs to keep us safe.
On a lighter note, let's move on to a more interactive segment on our podcast. Before every episode, we'll try to ask you guys a question related to our topic. We'll be doing this via our Instagram handles, and we'll feature some of the most funny and interesting ones. You can DM us at Dahirhu and at Kunal016. And if you're listening in through YouTube, you can reply to the pinned comment below.
So, this week's question was, what funny, interesting new experiences have you witnessed during this quarantine period?
First up, Parinaz says, "My family and I made a separate WhatsApp group on which we play a virtual quiz every day. The fastest respondents get the most points, and so on. It's really fun. We joke around and pull each other's leg while keeping busy."
Quite a family you've got there. They might just give the Raichand family from K3G some stiff competition.
I think that fills up our daily wholesome quota for today.
Next up, Ria says, entered the kitchen, new for me and funny for my mom.
I bet it wasn't funny for whoever had to taste what she made.
As if you can cook anything, tasty or tasteless.
Ouch. Now here's an interesting thought from Suhani. We can all individually manage everything in life: work, household, and social relationships. It's just that we need something to blame, and that's always been the busy lifestyle. While the reason was just one's lack of pushing themselves to higher notches of multitasking and productivity.
Words to live by.
Agreed.
Following that, now we have Hershey who says, my dad cheats in Ludo and I never expected that he'd want to make me lose. So it was very funny.
Welcome to the real world, Hershey. Wait till you see what happens when you play Uno.
Personally, I believe more power to the dad. Play to win always.
Our final response is from a friend of mine who was asked to remain anonymous. So let's just keep it that way for now. He says, quarantine meant lots of free time, which indirectly meant lots of screen time as well. And that led to a lot of Tinder time. I don't want to jinx it, but I think I found the one. We're 2 weeks in and going strong.
This guy just won the quarantine.
I just have 3 words for this. Future Bollywood movie. Aditya Chopra, are you listening?
Thank you to everyone who sent in their experiences. We tried to read out as many as we could within the time limit, and we hope you keep sending them in. For now, here's some of the best lockdown content we've seen on social media.
How the hell did March last 10 years? Then suddenly we're almost in the middle of April after like 3 days.
That's just further proof that time is just a social construct.
Holy shit, dude. I just realized that today is April 20th.
Next up, texting someone during this coronavirus is so hard. Like, what am I supposed to say? Ask them about their day, which I know for a fact was exactly the same as the day before. Like, just imagine how this conversation goes. Hey, what's up?
Nothing much, bro. Just chilling at home. What about you?
Same. Abhi kya bolu?
This is the closest thing to a summer break adults will ever get.
This was our last summer break, dude.
What do you mean adults don't get summer breaks?
Welcome to the real world. And to conclude this segment, we leave you with the words of @_Prithviraj on Twitter. Those people who used to say, lock me in a room with unlimited internet and food, and I'll stay there for a lifetime. Kahan ho abhi?
Our next segment is another fun one, and it's called the 2020 Q&A. In 20 seconds, me and Kunal will read out as many questions as we can. At the end of the 20 seconds, we'll read out the answers, which you can use to calculate your score. The topic for this week's Q&A is going to be coronavirus, myths versus facts. We'll read out statements relating to the virus. If you think the statement is false, you say myth. If you think it's true, you say fact. Ready? 20 seconds on the clock. Time starts now.
Number 1, COVID-19 cannot be transmitted in areas with hot and humid climates.
Number 2, thermal scanners can diagnose the coronavirus.
Number 3, drinking alcohol protects you against COVID-19.
Number 4, home remedies can cure and protect against the coronavirus.
Number 5, the WHO recommends social
Time up.
distancing.
We'll let you complete that one though. Let's go again.
Okay. Number 5, the WHO recommends social distancing from other people with a minimum distance of 2 meters.
5 questions. Not bad. We hope you have your answers ready, because we do. Let's find out what they were.
Number 1, COVID-19 cannot be transmitted in areas with hot and humid climates. This is a myth. From the evidence so far, COVID-19 can be transmitted in all areas, including areas with hot and humid weather. Regardless of climate, adopt protective measures if you live in or travel to an area reporting COVID-19.
Number 2, thermal scanners can diagnose coronavirus. Myth. Thermal scanners can detect whether someone has a fever or not. However, other conditions like the seasonal flu can also produce fever. There have also been cases where people have been asymptomatic. That is, they don't show the symptoms of a fever. So this is not exactly a reliable measure, but it can be enough to prompt a medical checkup from your end.
Number 3, drinking alcohol protects you against COVID-19. That's just wishful thinking. Myth. Frequent or excessive alcohol consumption can increase your risk of health problems.
Number 4, home remedies can cure and protect against COVID-19. This is also a myth. No home remedies can protect you against COVID-19, including vitamin C, essential oils, silver colloids, sesame oil, garlic, etc.
Number 5, the WHO recommends social distancing from other people with a minimum distance of 2 meters. Fact. However, avoid going out unless absolutely necessary.
That's it for the 2020 Q&A. How many did you get right? Let us know in the comments below, and the highest scores will be rewarded. Okay, who are you kidding? We're broke. If by any chance you're a rich entrepreneur looking to hire soon-to-be BMS graduates, hit us up on Instagram or something.
It's not professional, man.
Okay, whatever. Hit us up on LinkedIn then.
Coming back to our topic, the lockdown has been brutal to some people and kinder to others. But for us, it's put a huge pause in the middle of our lives.
Make that a question mark. There are so many questions regarding this. How will the remaining exams be conducted? Will we have exams? Will we even graduate? Oh, wait, even worse. Will we graduate on Skype?
I'm afraid we don't know the answers to those questions for now. But what we do know is we are in store for a huge amount of free time at home. So some people want to study and upskill themselves and make the best use of this time. Some people want to try out new things or things they've always wanted to do. Some people are just pursuing their neglected hobbies, whereas some people are just sitting in front of their TV watching Money Heist or any other show. And it's all good. It's a stressful time, not a race to be the most productive during the lockdown.
Here are 10 things you can do at home during this lockdown. Side note, we originally wanted to think of 20 things to do, seeing how we're called 2020 vision and all. But then again, we're also called useless by our parents. So we landed on 10 because what kind of children would we be if we prove them wrong?
Ouch. Now, pretending I'm not hurt by that statement, let's start with the list. Study, because just in case the exams ever happen.
Discover new music.
Laugh at memes and send screenshots to your friends because puberty is never going public.
Dislike the Masakali 2 video.
Spend time with your family.
Make TikToks. Okay, no, don't make TikToks. Shit, we need another one.
Make the best team on FIFA career mode.
Video call your friends on house party. And no, it's not hacked.
Listen to podcasts, of course, as long as the names start with 2020 and end with vision.
Try your hand at cooking, but please be safe because those knives are sharp. And I'm speaking from personal experience.
The thing is, it really doesn't matter what you do as long as you're enjoying yourselves. But just don't post pics of Dalgona coffee, please. And don't forget the time you're having now. This is probably a once in a lifetime experience. So you can exaggerate a little and brag about how you survived this pandemic every time you speak to someone who wasn't born or was too young to witness this.
We're all waiting for the lockdown to end so we can go out and meet our friends again. But for now, we'll have to wait. So from me and Kunal, stay safe, sit tight, and have fun. We started with one Charlie Puth song, and we'll end with another, telling all of you the same thing that you'll be telling your friends. We'll tell you all about it when we see you again.
Thank God you didn't sing that part.